If you're a YouTuber, there's a really good chance that when you publish your last video, or all the videos before those, that when you published it, you're thinking to yourself, please let this go viral. But if it did, most content creators aren't even prepared for a viral event. And because they're not prepared, they would miss a huge opportunity to completely blow up their YouTube channel. And I don't want that to happen to you. So I'm going to share with you how to set up your YouTube channel in a way that will ensure that you can absorb that traffic and take full advantage of that situation. And we're starting right now. The very first thing you want to think about is your layout and your YouTube channel page. YouTube gives us up to 12 customizable sections that we can add to our channel page. In addition to that, they give us a trailer spot for people that have not subscribed to the channel yet. And they give us a featured video spot for returning subscribers that only shows once somebody has subscribed to your channel. Keep in mind that both of the featured video sections are optional, and you don't have to use all 12 different sections on your homepage if you don't want to, but I recommend that you do if you have the content to support it. Here's what you want to do. At the very top of your channel page, the very first section that you want to make sure is there is your recent videos playlist. The reason you want to make sure you add that playlist to the top of your channel page is because if somebody lands on your channel page and they start scrolling around looking for content, the first content you want them to see is the content that you've uploaded most recently, so they can, 1, see your most recent work, but 2, it will also drive some of those people into that more recent content, which means those videos will start having more activity. And YouTube will start being able to collect more data on those videos, which will also help fine-tune how that particular piece of content is getting recommended, or more importantly, who it's getting recommended to. Now when it comes to the next section that you're gonna add, what you wanna think about is, these videos that are starting to take off on my YouTube channel or the one video that's gone viral, what makes sense on my channel out of all the videos that I have? What makes sense to feature? Right underneath my most recent uploads, based on the interests that the people have that are coming in on that viral piece of content. For example, if you do entertainment content, and that particular video was a prank, which is a series that you do, then in that particular case, you want to make sure that that prank series is featured right underneath that most recent content. And that's because if people are coming in on a viral video about pranks, there's a really good chance they're going to want to watch more videos that are prank videos. And your job as the content creator, in order to fully capitalize on all this, is to make sure that they can easily find the content that matters the most to them. As you start going down the page, the next thing you want to think about is the piece of content that's getting a lot of attention to my channel right now. Out of all of the other videos that I have on my channel, what else would be the next logical type of content that the people interacting with the channel would be the most likely to enjoy, and then you want to feature that. Now within that, there are some more advanced things that you can do. For example, you can go into your videos, you can figure out the videos that have had the best response in terms of retention, and then you can feature some of those videos there as well, because those are typically proven to drive more watch time on your channel, or in other words, create a more satisfactory experience for the people that are interacting with that content. The next thing you want to think about when it comes to setting up these sections is if you have any content that typically drives sales for your channel, or if you're a business owner, and it drives leads to your business, then of course you want to make sure that you're featuring some of those near the top as well, because you want to make sure that you are able to spread awareness about those things as well. And then from there down, based on the content that typically gets the most activity on your channel, start prioritizing different types of content that you put out so that people can see the variety of things that you do. And one thing that you want to make sure that you're keeping in mind while you're doing this part of the process, and while you're doing all the other things that I'm going to be sharing with you here in a few minutes, you want to make sure that you're also thinking about the goals that you have for your channel, and that you are showcasing the content that's going to help you achieve those goals the fastest while balancing that with a fantastic viewer experience. For example, if your goal is to just get more subscribers, then you'd want to make sure that you're featuring content that has been proven on your channel to generate more subscribers, and you can find that inside of your YouTube analytics. If you're trying to make more money from your channel, then you want to feature the content that typically gets higher ad rates. The next thing I want to go back to is what you do with the featured video section for subscribers and non-subscribers. On a mobile device, viewers are just going to see the thumbnail and title, so there's not a lot you can do there outside of pulling them into the video. But for people that are desktop users or viewing from a computer, for them, they're going to see description information to the right of the video. Because of that, this is a great place to put a video where you can have the description optimized in a way that you can put any links over in this area that you would like people to click on. For example, if you're trying to get more subscribers on your channel, putting a few words down there letting people know the type of content that you put out on a regular basis, and then inviting them to subscribe would be something that you would want to put there. If you're going to use that, of course, you want to make sure that you use the special code at the end of your YouTube link in order to turn that link into a clickable subscribe button. Or if you're trying to bring attention to your business or your website or anything like that, then in that particular case, you want to make sure that you put that information over there as well. I've been telling people to do this for years, and a lot of people, they just don't do it. And because of it, they're missing opportunities one viewer at a time. And it's gonna end up costing them at scale. When it comes to setting up your channel page, there's a couple of extra things that we're gonna talk about here a little bit later in this video here in a few minutes. But for now, I wanna bring your attention to the next thing that you can do to take full advantage of a viral video, and that is making sure that you link to other relevant videos in your video description. Now look, I know there's a lot of content creators out there who think that people don't look in the video descriptions, but they do. If you are not adding relevant videos in your video descriptions, you're missing out. The reason this is important is because for the people that are going down into your video description, you want to use this as an opportunity to lead them in the other content that would make sense for them to watch. So for example, let's say you have a gaming channel and you just made a video on some hot new game. You're getting all this attention to that video. Some people are gonna go down into your video description. So because of that, what you want to do is you want to have links to like, hey, here are my Let's Plays, here are my game guides, here are my tips and tricks videos, and so on. And the reason you want to do this is because some people are gonna go to your channel page, and those people are gonna get the experience that we talked about before. But for the people that are down in your video description, and they're just looking around to see what else is going on down there, for those people, if they see something and they're like, wow, I'm watching this video on this particular game that happened to go viral, and then now I'm down in the video description, and it looks like they have a whole playlist of other content just like this video that I'm watching now. They'll click on those links, and they'll go and watch more of your content. But here's the thing, you want to make sure that you are linking to relevant videos in slash or playlists. And the reason you want to think about playlists is because it's going to help people binge more of your content instead of just watching a single video. There's a tool that has an upload assistant that actually has like drop downs where you can just kind of pick the videos that you want to add to your description and things like that. It's called TubeSpanner. I'll put a link down in the description. But anyway, when it comes to your descriptions, you just want to make sure that you're making it easy for people to find more of your content. And to level that up, if you're wanting to make money from your channel, make sure that you do have links down there that also allow you to make money. So for example, links to your channel memberships or links to your Amazon affiliate program, or links to anything else that you're doing that you can generate income from. The next thing we're going to talk about is end screens. Now when it comes to end screens, a lot of content creators are already familiar with them. But for those of you that are not, end screens are the elements that pop up at the end of a YouTube video that allow a viewer to click in and see more of your content, or click a button to subscribe to your channel and so on. Make sure you're using these. If you're not, you're costing yourself views and overall channel growth. But when it comes to your end screens, what you want to think about is if a person is watching this particular video that's growing really fast right now. In that particular case, those people, what could I lead them to next in the end screen that would make the most sense to them, and what it is that they are most likely to watch. For example, if you're a cooking channel and the video that's taken off right now is a video about how to make some special gourmet cool coffee type of thing. If somebody's watching this video on making a gourmet coffee, then what would be the next best thing that I could send them to? It's probably an entire playlist full of creative and crafty drinks that you put together, or some type of treat or snack that would go perfect with that coffee that you just made. Next is the YouTube cards. Now when it comes to cards, they are a feature that will pop up at the very top of the screen, like the one that you're seeing on the screen right now. And when it comes to YouTube cards, the whole idea with these is to use them to help people find more content. For example, if you have that coffee video that they're watching and you happen to mention something about a tea video that you made, then in that case, putting that link in a YouTube card so it shows up at the top of the screen would be the smart thing to do. But keep in mind, when it comes to using cards, you want to make sure that you save them for the last 20% of your video, because you don't want that card to end up hurting the performance of your video if you start putting them too early in your video. Next is the pinned comment. Now when it comes to the pinned comment, this is kind of a hidden feature when it comes to YouTube. All you have to do is go down into your comment section and write whatever comment it is that you want to say that is recommending the next video or playlist that you want that viewer to watch. And then post that comment and then go over to the menu on the right-hand side. And you can do this on a mobile device or a computer, but you click on those three dots, and then you're going to have the option there to pin your comment. When you do that, as people are going down into your comment section on any device, they're going to see that particular comment with that link. And some people are also going to click on that and go watch that playlist or video that you recommended. And remember, this is all set up for the sake of capitalizing on a viral event on your YouTube channel. So we're not talking about, hey, I've got 100 people watching this video, I'm trying to get them to click on stuff. I mean, that matters too as your content library grows. But what we're really trying to do is take those tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands or millions of viewers that are interacting with your content and help them find more of your content in an easy way. If you want more information on how to set up the pinned comment and how to exactly use it, I'll put a link to that at the top of the screen now in a YouTube card. The next thing you want to make sure that you have set up is your About Me page. Now, a lot of people underestimate the About Me page and what it does and how you can actually use it, but here's what you want to think about. Your About Me page is the place where people will go to find more information about you, maybe why it is that you have the YouTube channel or more details about exactly what it is that you offer. Your About Me page is also where companies and people that want to collaborate with you are going to go to find your email address, so they can send you an email to start those conversations. So also make sure that you have an email set up there so that you don't miss those opportunities. It's also a place where you can add links. So if you have a website or a community or a Facebook page or an Instagram account or anything like that that you're trying to bring attention to, then of course you'd want to make sure that you add it here so that people can easily find it. Another thing about your About Me page is the very top section of your About Me page also shows up on your YouTube channel page. At the time of this recording, that blurb that shows up on your channel page is a newer feature, so a lot of content creators aren't even thinking about how to use it right now. But on a computer and a mobile device, that area is clickable and you can use it as a way to, 1. Let people know exactly what it is that you offer on the channel in terms of the value they are going to get from you or your value proposition. And 2 is a way to get people to your About Me page so they can see the other information that you have or see the other links that you have available. As part of this, when it comes to links, YouTube has teased that in the very near future, they are also going to enable links on mobile devices as well. So what that means is when somebody lands on your YouTube channel on a computer, then they have all the links that they need there, and they can find anything that you have. And when they look at your channel on a mobile device, they'll also be able to see those links there. When it comes to your About Me page, especially in a viral event, it's also important to remember that the very top part of your About Me page is also what shows up when people share your channel out. So if somebody shares your channel out on Twitter, there's going to be a little blurb there that comes from the very top of your About Me page. So make sure that you have the right information there. So if I were to share your video out, then the people that saw that on my Twitter feed would say, "Oh, that makes sense. That looks like a type of channel I might be interested in," and they would click on it and come in and check out your channel. And look, when it comes to having a viral video, the only way that that can happen is if you're making sure that you're focusing on adding value to the viewers that you're trying to reach. And the way that you can track that is by focusing on just a few things that will help you better understand how your viewers are experiencing your content and how to fix it if they're not really enjoying it. I made an entire detailed video that shares exactly how to track and understand how people are responding to your content, so you can look for any areas that you might be falling short. That video is right here, and you can go ahead and click into that now. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.